Alrighty, greetings and welcome to Raven's Arcana. I am Raven. Thank you for joining me. And it's time for the as above, so below tarot spread. And there's not going to be any specific question, no specific date or time, and no specific astrological sign. We're just going to ask the universe to give us some information, some messages, and go from there. Alright, hope everyone's having a lovely day. Get a few shuffles in here. And we will begin with the reading. Alrighty. So we have the World, and the World card is reversed. We have the Four of Pentacles upright. And then we have the Ace of Swords reversed. So in our search for balance, meaning the Four of Pentacles, we don't have a lot of clarity here. And I think that with the World being reversed, Saturn ruling the World, I'm going to say that perhaps we've kind of stepped outside of some boundaries here. We've kind of broken our own rules, and the balance that we are seeking, we are actually unable to maintain some balance here. And, you know, the Ace of Swords is a victory card. It's a clarity card. And I don't think we have a whole lot of clarity of how to get to our center, if you will, and how to maintain balance. And I think it's because we are actually either taking some actions, having some thoughts, just we're doing some things here that are outside of the norm here for us. We're kind of breaking our own rules. And that's leaving us feeling a little imbalanced and not really in a good spot. And, you know, our goal is to maintain balance through all thoughts, emotion, you know, the physical, mental, emotional, and our creative selves. And we just don't have that at the moment. And we'll get some clarity. We go below the surface here and kind of see why that is, right? All right. So going below the surface, we have the Magician reversed, we have Temperance reversed, and we have the Page of Swords upright. So I think there's some self-doubt going on here. I think we're trying to switch some things up, try something new to get us back to center, and we don't, like I said, you know, we don't feel like we have all the ability, all the tools here. We have very little patience at this point, not a whole lot of balance going on. However, we have the Page of Swords upright here, and this will, we're searching for clarity. We're searching for our minds to kind of figure out what we need to do going forward. I wouldn't say we're in a state of flux. I think we're in a state of a little bit of chaos here. And it has to do with self-doubt. And for some reason, while we do have all the tools inside of ourselves, right, we have all of the abilities to gain this balance, to regain our center, and keep from going out of whack. There's some loss of faith in the self here. And the Page of Swords being down here is kind of a reminder, that you do have the power. You have the power to cut through whatever BS is going on around you and kind of start over and kind of wrap your head around what is going on and who you are and try to gain some clarity and balance. But for some reason, there's some blockage here. Let's go above the surface and kind of get a view from the top and see if we can get some answers on that. All right. Yeah, it's pretty tough to maintain patience when you feel like you're just out of sorts. So the view from the top, building a tower up there. We have the Strength card upright. We have the Five of Swords reversed. And we have, once again, the Magician. And the Magician is reversed as well. So 2 reversals on the Magician, both above the surface and below. So not only are we feeling that we have some, we're not feeling the faith in the self. And I think everyone else is kind of seeing that. You might have some people realizing that you're spinning out. However, the Strength card would say you're holding steady. You're not allowing yourself to spiral completely out. And a lot of that, the Five of Swords reversed, a lot of that chaos, that mental chaos is very apparent. But I think you're trying to work through it. And people are recognizing that you're trying to work through this. But for some reason, you are very, very out of sorts and not acting like yourself. And not only do you feel that way, but it's being projected and other people actually are noticing that. And you're usually a strong person. You are actually usually in control. That Strength card, that ability. And you see on the Strength card the infinity sign here. You're usually in control. You're usually in a state where you have complete control over everything. So this is out of character for you. And people are realizing this. And they're realizing you're not able to kind of get it together. Let's get some black and white clarification here and see if we can seal this up and give you some information on what it is you need to do, or what it is maybe that's bugging you and getting you out of whack. Because not only are you feeling this, everybody is witnessing you in this kind of spin, right? So you have Justice reversed, you have Death reversed, and you have the Five of Swords again. So I feel like something happened to you and you feel like, I think you feel like the universe is out of whack and you're getting you're getting some bad cards dealt to you. And, with the Death card here, this transition, you're in a kind of rut in your life where you feel like there's no way to move forward. And this chaos, once the Five of Swords is upright, you recognize that there's that inner battle, that mental game. And with the Six of Swords, you move forward, you move past that. But you're stuck in a flux here. And I think you feel like the universe is not on your side. The universe, also the World card, it's the same card. In different decks, it's different names. But I think you feel that there is injustice occurring and it's directly affecting you. And I think you feel like the universe is against you. You feel like you don't have the power. You don't have all the tools of the magician, and it's making you doubt yourself. And people are watching you spin out. And it's not an easy time for you at all. And with this Death card, I usually don't relate it to an actual death. I think maybe something has happened where there is some loss here. There is some loss in your life that you are not able to move past, right? This is not transition, right? Death is Scorpio energy, it's transition, it's alchemy, it's cycles of life. And with the World or the Universe card being reversed as well, this cycle has done a number on you. It's messing with your mental game. And it's taking all of your, I would say, will. I'd be surprised. I'd like to pull a couple more cards. And almost feel like we're going to get the Chariot reversed. Like you don't have the will, the stamina. You don't have the energy to really deal with this right now. Even though you need to. A lot of reversals, a lot of blockages here. Not all reversals are blockages. That's just kind of what I'm picking up. But I definitely think you feel, you're possibly asking questions like what else, right? You're like, what else can happen to make me just feel like I am just being suppressed? So we have the Three of Cups upright. It's a great card. We have the Three of Pentacles upright, which is another wonderful card. And we have the Page of Pentacles. So this kind of gets you out of the mess. And you need to reach out. You need to be with friends. You need to be with people that are very supportive. And this is evident through the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles both being upright. So you need to talk to people. You need to be in groups. You don't need to be by yourself. This Page of Pentacles is you have a vision of where you want to be, right? You want to manifest an existence where you're past this, where you can see a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's going to require you to have some outside help here. You're going to need people around you. You're going to need people. Yeah, this is something you can't do on your own. And they need to, if you're witnessing somebody go through this, you need to tell them that they are the magician. They are magic. You do have the ability to get past this. And we all need friends, and we all need to blow off some steam. We all need to, collaborate on ideas, get together, bounce ideas off each other, share the same kind of stories, that we all go through these experiences. We all suffer loss and death, and we all feel like the universe is against us at some point. But when these cards show up, when the Magician shows up as reversed, it means that you have the ability. It just means that, in this instance, I just don't think you have a lot of faith in it. Especially the Angel and the Temperance card. While I always look at that as patience, you're very impatient. You're very kind of spastic, I think. But that Angel is kind of divine, just giving you a message here that, hey, you are okay. That lack of faith in yourself is not really warranted. You need to find your strength. You need to quit turning everything on yourself. You didn't do anything wrong. We had 2 instances of the Five of Swords being reversed, and you're unable to kind of fight that battle mentally and get past this. And that's why you're not able to get mental clarity here. You're not going to have that victorious moment. You're not going to begin a new cycle. And this is all about you processing information, right? So the swords are information. The swords are the mental game. I keep talking about that. But with the three is communication, right? So you need to communicate your emotions to other people. You need to communicate on a physical level, meaning you might need people around you. You need to allow people to give you a hug. You don't need to be standoffish. And realize that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And, a lot of us take these roads and take these paths, and I'm really seeing the Five of Swords. You're internalizing this and turning it on yourself, when actually, I don't think you had anything to do with the situation. You're just giving the universe, or asking the universe, like, what is next? What else? I can't deal with this. And find that inner strength. The universe is not against you. The universe requires balance, just like you do. And your balance will come from communication with others, from not being so standoffish. You're not alone on this path, even though a lot of the work you have to do is on an individual level, right? You get by with a little help from your friends. That's all I keep hearing. And that's the most important part here. Don't be afraid to lean on other people. All right. So thanks for sticking around. Thanks for being along for the ride. I hope it resonated with you. And I definitely hope you enjoy the rest of your day. All right. Take care.